Kingdom building manhwas is where the main character uses his knowledge and skills to create or grow a kingdom from the ground up. And it's great to follow the main character on his journey and see how he goes about accomplishing it. So here's a list of the top 10 kingdom building manhwas.
I'm coming for the throne.
Whamanga. A post-apocalyptic world without an ability to use fire. But there's a single woman who can use fire. So basically people live in a wasteland where materials such as metal are very rare. And then we have our main character who goes in search of a girl that can summon fire so she can get some kind of medicine. The pacing is a bit fast, but the story and the art are well put together, so do check it out. It starts with a mountain. A strategic leader gets Ezekiel into a war dynasty. He only has a group of members who are planning to ditch him. Facing this war era, he thinks of stealing food and girls to live a king's life. He is hot-blooded, picks fight with war heroes. How will he bring chaos to the war? Will he be able to rise up high? Well, at first I thought this was going to be one of those typical Chinese manhwas, but I was actually surprised by how good it was. My problem is that the main character doesn't kill his enemies, which was why I eventually dropped it. But the story itself is good, the characters are great, and I didn't have any problems with the art. Survive on a deserted island with beautiful girls. A desert with ancient beasts, modern humans, future technology, as well as chaos in space and time. This is the place where the rapid development of desert island civilization takes place. From the Stone Age, the Age of Energy, to the Age of Electricity. Living on an uninhabited desert land and starting up a system, Qin Tian tries to survive by starting from scratch. A school belle, a blonde-haired lady, and a ballistic lolly. I want all of them. Whether it's taming the golden eagle, snaring the king of the wolf pack, or making a python retreat, I am in charge of this desert island. Well, as the name says, this is a manhwa about a dude that got stranded on an island with girls and tries his best to survive. To be honest with you, the best thing about this manhwa for me was the art. The story isn't that bad, but it's not at the standard where I can say it's good either. The characters are just okay, nothing special there. And the translation, yeah, not so good. But it's not total garbage, it does have some good points. I just haven't figured out what they are yet. Dawn Empire. Fan Li accidentally got a wormhole that could travel through the medieval world, where there were pastoral songs but also wars and chaos. He could be in groups of wives and concubines, and he could also compete in the world. But no matter what kind of ideal you want to achieve, you must start with making money. Now simply put, this is an exciting manhwa with an interesting plot and characters, and the art is by no means lacking. If you're looking for an intriguing manhwa with decent amount of action in it, then you'll love this. The King of Cave will live a paradise life. Hale, the prince of the kingdom of Sanfaris, was born with the unfortunate crest of Cave King. Because of this crest, he was relegated to being lord of a remote island by his father, the king. Of course, there were no people there and no trees or plants. It was an island with just a single cave. However, the moment that Hale picked up the pickaxe inside of the Cave King crest was activated. Its effect was specializing in mining, allowing you to efficiently mine all kinds of ore. Well, this is a really interesting manhwa. Although the main character is kind of clueless, it just makes the story a lot more fun to read. The main character has a crest which allows him to become the king of a cave, and so he works hard and starts creating a country starting with the cave. It's just really fun and exciting manhwa. Crazy leveling system. As a game fan, the protagonist travels to a peculiar fantasy world, where there are all kinds of gangs and sects. There are also all kinds of fantasy martial arts and magic, foreign warcraft and the strongest dragons, spirit monsters and ghosts. But no matter which sect, what big family young master, what empire prince, no matter how enchanting talent, no matter how strong cultivation base, facing the protagonist's crazy upgrade system, they will all be nothing. Now this is straight up garbage, is what I'd say if I was reading the first few chapters. But as you keep reading, it gets a lot more interesting. As you can tell, the main character gets a leveling system after being isekai'd, and from that point on, he does what any other main character with a leveling system would do, and just level up his abilities and skills to beat the shit out of people. Sword of Dawn. The main character died in a plane crash accident. He was transported to a strange spatial installation orbiting a strange alien world with a physical body. For over 100,000 years, he observed the emergence and evolution of life and the formation and fall of civilizations, until he woke up in a coffin. The story follows Gawain, the Grand Duke and the founder of the Kingdom of Anzu. Now if you're one of those people who are really into kingdom building manhwas with a lot of science and all sorts of complicated stuff, then by all means go knock yourself out on this one. The pacing of the story is slow but okay, and it has some amazing art to go with it. Trust me, you'll love it. The Ideal Sponger Life. One day, average salaryman Yamei Zenjiro has an out-of-this-world experience. Literally. He's pulled from Earth and dragged to another world where magic thrives and a gorgeous, powerful queen needs a consort. Now he's being pressured to marry that very monarch and help her bear a child. Will Zenjiro accept this life of lazy, luxurious love at the cost of leaving his home behind? Well, the premise makes you think the main character is just going to be some lazy guy that sponges off a wealthy princess. Yeah, that's not what quite's gonna happen. It kind of creates scenarios and drama that feel natural and not too forced. Throughout the manga, Zenjiro and Ara, the queen who summoned him, have to worry about politics and the various motivations and maneuverings of the nobles, and about how to best avoid causing strife, which helps them understand each other a lot more, and bring them closer to each other. Return of the Manhwa sect. Chungmyung, the 13th disciple of the Great Flowery Mountain sect, one of the 3 great swordsmen, the Plum Blossom Sword Saint, defeated Chunma, who has brought destruction and disarray onto the world. After the battle, he breathes his last breath on top of the headquarter mountain of the Devil's Worship sect, but he is reborn after 100 years in the body of a child. In the 100 years he has been dead, the aftermath of his battle had affected the Manhwa sect greatly, and therefore it lost its fame and reputation it once had. Well, this one's really good. It's funny and has a bit of drama, but it's not too much. I can say that it's okay for the most part. The main character keeps doing troublesome things, but it's part of what makes him unique. Rather than annoying, it's actually amusing and interesting. If you're looking for a reincarnation with action kind of story, this one's for you. Peach and the Book of the Last Days. The future of the world, due to the scientific experiment accident, led to the collapse of civilization. Most of the areas returned to tribal level. The accident also affected people that acquire irreversible distortion, which is divided into 2 races. One is the body and mechanical combination of robot, which they call cyborg, and the other a human and animal genes mixed part man and animal, which they call beast. Enter Mavros Ignis, a cyborg wanderer in the realm of both places who was eager to uncover the mysteries of the world they now live in. So while I was bored and looking for something that I haven't read yet, I stumbled upon this masterpiece. The story follows Mavros, who was once a part of a samurai organization but left after killing his only friend. He then goes out and explores the world and completes the mission his friend left him. All I can say is just read it. I can definitely say that this is the best manhwa I've read in a while. Now that's all for the video. If you have any thoughts or questions, you can leave them down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.